We can go across to France 24's Clovis Casali, standing by at Paris's Gare de Lyon station in the capital. Clovis, good morning to you. How bad are the disruptions today?
Good morning. Heavy disruptions indeed here in Paris, notably on the metro, on local trains coming from the suburbs into the French capital, and also with the TGV, the fast trains. Only 50% of those trains are running. It has to be said that according to latest polls, 75% of the French at least support protesters and are opposed to this pension reform, flagship reform of President Macron. So, of course, here at the Gare de Lyon, we went to talk to commuters. Gare de Lyon is the the station where trains head towards the French Riviera, to Switzerland and to the Alps. We met with many French people and also tourists, some who had their trains cancelled, who are trying to reschedule, and others who are rather relieved. Take a listen.
I know about the strike, but I don't know for international, out France it's the same. I don't think so. But I just asked, I checked, they said it's hopefully everything is gonna be all right.
So you relieved?
Yeah, because I have a ski trip 1 week. Everything depends on this trip.
Yeah, we got a notification on our phones, right? Because we had to travel to Nice. So we saw it, and to avoid being late, we came in earlier, but that's all I know about it. So, yeah.
Okay, Clovis, that's the view from commuters. Now, unions are expecting to ramp up the pressure on the government with demonstrations planned for this afternoon in Paris and in cities across France.
Remember last week you had over 1.3 million protesters, according to police, many more according to unions, who took to the streets across the countries in small, middle-sized towns and big cities such as Paris. And today, again, mass demonstrations in cities like Paris, Toulouse, Lyon, or Marseille. Protesters notably working for the railway networks, but also teachers and other public sector workers, all opposed to the reform of President Macron. This morning, the Labour Minister Olivier Dussopt said, "We are not in a situation of denial. We are ready to make concessions. We are ready to listen to the French people opposed to the reform." But what we do know is that the government wants to go through with this reform. Now it's all about winning over politicians from other parties who might be able to vote, who might be able to join the Renaissance ruling party in voting this reform bill in Parliament, and that's because, of course, Emmanuel Macron doesn't hold an absolute majority in Parliament, and that's his problem for the time being. Many more strikes expected in the coming days, many more protests. First one starting today, and more to follow in February and presumably in March also.
And one planned for Saturday, Clovis. Thank you very much for that, Clovis Casali, reporting there for us from Gare de Lyon station.